Good morning, everyone. Let's take a couple deep breaths as we center ourselves. Let's go ahead and expand our solar plexus energy. Make it as big as urinal directions. Now make it 6 feet bigger than urinal directions. Good job. Now make your body comfortable. Ask it, what does it need today? What does your body need today? And contribute to it. You are magical. You're a creator. You can create out of nothing, out of thin air. And remember, everything's energy. And if you decide that whatever energy you're calling in is what your body needs, what your body's asking for, then that energy is definitely going to come into your bubble. Just because you called it so. Now that your body's nice and comfortable, let's go ahead and take our consciousness out of the body. And let's go ahead and take it to the Milky Way. It's way up there. Way, way, way up there. Just find some place that you want to be on the Milky Way. In the Milky Way. And as you look around, depending on what's around you, you might see some sparkling, some twinkling lights. Or you just might see vastness of darkness, of no light. Or you might see way far, 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 far away. You might see like a group of twilight stars or a galaxy way out there. Because you see, we're not the only ones here. Here being on this galaxy. And as you know, we're not the only living beings either. Little by little, others are showing up. Little by little, we're learning of their existence. But look how vast this is. And where we are right now, it's only one of the arms of our galaxy. And in the middle of it is a grand central sun. Are you in awe of this? I wonder, how many of you had a hand in creating all of this? I wouldn't be surprised if you did have a hand creating this and more. Yep. This was somebody's fantasy, somebody's dream. And then they got together with others to create this. Do you see what we can accomplish when we work together? And all because someone had the audacity to think of it. You might have said, let's have some new adventures today. And creation started. Because there's no beginning and there's no end to you. You're an infinite being. And more than anything, you're a creator. What you think, you create. And when you put action behind it, it actualizes. Right. That's how powerful you are. Little old you. It's so powerful. Others want you on their side. Did you know that? Yep. Others want you because you're a professional creator. See here, the limitation that is put on us is that you are this, therefore you will only exist in this pigeonhole that we made for you. And then we've been taught that, hey, we know this, let's just stick to what we know. That's how our world is. But from out here, look how big it is. If it wasn't because you and the others got together and started creating, this wouldn't be here. And it's true. We're not all the same. We have differences. Because some of us are the dreamers. Some of us are the action takers. Some of us are the planners and more. But we need all of us to create something as big as the Milky Way, as these galaxies that we're seeing out here. So our differences should really be celebrated. Although we have different specialties, we need each other to accomplish the greatness that we can. We all want the same thing. We want to be free. We want to be happy. We want to be surrounded and have wonderful friends and relationships. We want to be comfortable. I think that unites us. Everybody wants that. And we do need all specialties to achieve the greatness that we can. Where your creativity ends, somebody else's begins. And it's add on to it. And mind you, I don't just talk about humans. Because what we do in one place, it has ramifications in other places. That's how powerful you are. You can think of it like the butterfly effect. But instead of a butterfly fluttering its wings in Africa and creating a tornado in Texas, you are creating somewhere in the galaxy, and it's creating something else in the other end of the galaxy or in other galaxies. How about that? Yeah. How about it? Does that boggle your mind? Like I said, many others would like to have you. Would like to have you as their friend, as their partner, because of your abilities. And more of that will be showing up. Why? Because we are moving on to a different world. That's what all these energy upgrades have been about. You are changing. Our planet is changing. The way your body is changing. How does it get any better? Everything changes. Now, as a creator, as a mega creator, you got to stay neutral. Cannot fear change. That's the one thing that's always going to be constant, change. But you cannot fear it. That will influence the outcome of your creations, the outcome of who you be. Have you decided what you want your future to look like? What you want the planet to look like? Little by little, your abilities are going to start showing up. Ability to control the weather. I know a group of people who do that already. And they belong to our group. Ability to control distance and time. Ability to understand any and all languages. And more. But see, you got to be open to all of this. This is going to be natural to us. You'll be able to fold space and show up where you need to show up earlier than you thought. It's going to be second nature to you. Just like you drive a car today, you're going to be able to do that shortly. You'll be able to understand all languages. Starting to happen already. You want to play golf? You want to play tennis? Ask the weather to cooperate with you so that it's nice and cool. Removing all humidity, heat, whatever, cold, just to please you. Why? Because you asked it. And once we all are able to do that, it's going to come down to potency. What is that? How much do you believe you can do something? Because you can do it. But how strong do you want it, and how much do you believe it, that you can have it? Between me and someone else, how much do you really want it? And how confident are you with having it? Potency. And when it comes to a will of two powerful beings, the one who has the most potency is the one that's going to win. That'll be an interesting game, huh? Use it, but don't abuse it. Everything. It's not about trying to manipulate or trying to own anything. It's being in communion with everything. Like up here in the Milky Way. How fun would it be to line up all these stars just because you can? See, yesterday we talked about everything wanting to contribute to you, right? You can line them up if you want to. And how do you do that? Ask. See, yesterday we talked about everything wanting to contribute to you, right? I told you about my squirrels, right? Well, not mine, my mom's squirrels. And we said everything wants to contribute to you. Well, we have a fig tree in the backyard. The squirrel went and got a mature fig and came and ate it in front of the door, the glass door. So she was telling us, look, the figs are ready. That was a contribution letting us know the figs are ready. How about that? Now, if we were to ask the stars and the Milky Way to line up, maybe you wanted to have some specific, I don't know, diagram, figure. You could ask it. And it could show up for you. Just because you asked. Just like the squirrel came and told us, look, the figs are ready. Look how delicious they are. I'm having some. These stars here could line up. The stars of the Milky Way. I'm not talking about the constellations. Well, I guess, are they stars or are they just rocks? I wonder. See, when you do something, you don't do it by yourself. You have others who help because they like the adventure you're going on. They might have a vested interest in the outcome, or they just might be in for the ride, for the fun of it. Have you ever thought about the wind? The wind is an entity out here in the Milky Way. There is wind. That's what makes the stars twinkle. How windy is out there. Depending on how windy is out there, it makes it twinkle. Have you ever thought what made the wind be the wind? Or the rock that you're sitting on, what made it want to be the rock? And just because you're touching or you're sitting on this rock right now, you are changing its consciousness. Did you know that? Or water. What made water want to be water? I know someone that in their next lifetime, they want to be the wind. They want to break from being human. I don't blame them. Being human has been painful these past, 500,000 years? Or maybe 3.5 million years? It's been painful. Very limiting. But things are going to go back to what it was. To who we were. But you gotta be ready for it. You gotta be ready because a thought will create instantly. A spoken word will also create or destroy instantly. It's a lot of responsibility you'll have on your hands. If you can create galaxies, you can also destroy if you're not careful. So become conscious, aware. Be in your power. Be power. And be control. And create for your benefit. And if it benefits others, awesome. But never to hurt others. That's something we always need to keep in mind. It's nice being out here, just wondering about everything and anything. And with that, let's go ahead and take a couple deep breaths as we come back to the present. When you're ready, rub your hands together. Rub your face and open your eyes.